Takikomi Gohan is Japanese rice cooked with canned tuna, vegetables, and seasoned soy sauce. I think half of the ingredients can be found at your local supermarket. Hopefully you have an Asian market nearby to buy the rest. Use 3 dried shiitake mushrooms and place them in a bowl of water. The mushrooms will absorb the water to soften and hydrate them. Cover them with a small plate to totally immerse them in the water. You can heat the water in the microwave for 30 seconds and then set it aside for about half an hour. Measure the rice with a Japanese measuring cup. Fill it to the top of the measuring cup, which is 180 ml or milliliters. If you don't have a Japanese measuring cup, you can also try using an American 1/4 measuring cup. You'll need to fill it 3 times, and that turns out to be 1 Japanese measuring cup. After you have measured the 2 cups of rice, rinse it out with water and then let it soak in the water for about 30 minutes. The square aburaage is bean curd or tofu that has been fried and it feels a little greasy. Slice it into small strips. Wash off and peel the skin of the carrot. Be careful because the carrot can slip away and you can easily cut yourself. So I like to stand it up and make thin slices and then lay it down and continue to slice it into small pieces. You can also try grating the carrot. You'll find that the pieces are just as small and just as good. Chop the onion into small pieces. The recipe only calls for a tablespoon, so you really don't need very much. As I was cutting, I realized this layer of onion was too tough, so I removed it, and I'll use the rest of the onion. Try to remove all the oil from the can of tuna. I think that tuna that is packed in oil tastes better than when it's packed in water. To make the dashi, you'll use 1½ cups of water. Each of the pink packages contains 1 teaspoon of dashi powder. This powder is made of dried sea kelp or kombu and bonito fish. You've probably heard the word umami, which means exceptional flavor, and the dashi will provide this. Stir the powder well into the water and let it set to dissolve further. The shiitake mushrooms have been soaking for approximately 30 minutes. Now they are soft and spongy. If the dried shiitake mushrooms have been imported from Japan, save the water and we will use it later in the rice. Slice each of the 3 mushrooms into small pieces. The water has been drained from the rice, and now the rice is in the cooking pot. Add 2 tablespoons of mirin, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and 2 tablespoons of sake. You do not need to mix these seasonings into the rice. Next, we'll be adding liquid so it rises to the 2½ level marking within the pot. First, add the dashi. Since the shiitake mushrooms I am using were imported from Japan, I will use the mushroom water. Otherwise, just use plain water. Now it is time to add the vegetables. First add the chopped shiitake mushrooms, then add the chopped carrots. We'll be adding the chopped aburaage, which was the fried tofu or bean curd, the chopped onions, and lastly, the can of tuna. As you notice, you just add the ingredients on top of each other. Since all the toppings cook at different temperatures, you do not need to mix anything in. Just close the lid and start the cooker. It's finally done and it smells so good. Look at that. It looks so good. I can't wait to eat it. What you'll need to do is stir it by lifting up the rice and then slicing it. Don't mash it at all because you'll make it mushy. So lift up the rice and slice it. You can see that some of the rice has more sauce than the other parts, so stir it up and blend it in so that it's evenly distributed. I shaped the Takikomi Gohan into little rice balls or onigiri. I also wrap them up and freeze them so that I have something to eat when I'm in a hurry to leave the house. Just microwave them for 1 minute and then you have a handy snack. However, the best way to eat the takikomi is when it's freshly made.